Hi everyone, this is Tim Kingfish Norris here with Century 21 Blue Marlin Pelican. I sell real estate here on the Panhandle, Florida along 30A, Destin, and Panama City Beach areas. And today I'm talking with Drew Messina of Goldwater Bank. Drew, I just pulled up some market numbers for active listings versus sold homes along 30A here in our backyard.
Sure.
30A East has 484 homes on the market with 155 sold or pending just for the month of March. Now 30A West on the other end has 226 homes on the market with 53 sold and pending.
Right.
These homes are going under contract in less than 6 months or sooner. You know what? The last time we had a meeting, as I said that exact statement, this is a seller's market.
Absolutely it is, no question.
How does this type of market affect buyers in the mortgage process?
That's a great question. I'm looking at my notes too, because what's important about a seller's market is when people are ready to buy, they're missing out because they drag their feet too much. A lot of times what they do with both you as a realtor and me as a lender is they say, hey, I've got great credit, I've got a big company, I'll put an offer in and then I'll get with a lender. Well, it's moving so fast with these type of numbers, the way they're moving down there on 30A, and I call that the Hamptons of the area. It's unbelievable, beautiful. What people need to understand is get qualified first. And this is the research I did on top of what he told me, is when it's a seller's market and you get qualified with me and you send your supporting docs, you're the same as cash. So when I then tell Tim, hey, this buyer is fully qualified with supporting docs, that's the same as cash, and you don't lose out to a cash buyer and you don't have to wait and to put that offer in. So in this market that we're talking about, how it affects me is that the buyers have to move more quickly.
Right.
They have to move more quickly getting qualified.
Understand. That's great information, Drew. All right, I'm also hearing a lot about construction perm market. How is this market doing, and how are you different from the others when it comes to construction perm?
That's a great question. Being with Goldwater Bank, we specialize in construction of perms. So what our company did was they bought a company that's been doing construction of perms for over 35 years.
Wow.
All the management, the underwriters, the processors, the managers, all came to Goldwater Bank. And now we use that division for construction of perms. And there's a few highlights that are tremendous. Number one, being a bank, we get to do as little as 3.5% down for a construction of perm.
Excellent.
We can do 5% down for a conventional construction of perm. And the bank is fully responsible for that client. So if that client happens to halfway through disappear, it still gets finished being built and the builder still gets paid. And of course you were paid in the beginning because it's a one-time close up front. The next thing is, because your area is more in the jumbo market, we do 5% down jumbos up to 800,000. We do 10% down up to $1 million, and we do 15% down up to $1.5 million. Something even more attractive, since it's a one-time construction of perm, you go to your builder, you get plans that they agree to.
Right.
You sign that, you come to me, I qualify the client. We close up front one time, so that gets me and you out of the way.
Right.
Then our construction department, this is where the construction workers, the builders, are excited. Most builders have to pour their slab and come out of pocket with the first 5 or 10%.
Right.
And what most banks do is they give them 4 or 5 different draws, and in those draws they have like 1 through 7 that they need to complete, and they get that draw.
Right.
Then over here they got 1 through 10, they need to complete it, they get that draw.
Right.
What's different with me is I give the builders 10% up front to pull the slab and get it going. The next thing that builders love with me is they get 2 draws a month. They get to use their inspectors, and they get to take draws on what they want to take draws on twice a month. So they're not having to wait to fill out a square that a bank usually gives them and do 1 through 7, then they get the draw. They could do 1 through 4 with me and say, hey, I want a draw. And then another time in a month, hey, I did 4 through 7, I want that draw too. They can do them twice a month. and they love that part of it.
That they do.
So we are the best in the industry, and once builders find out how we work with the draws and how we close up front and how we're fully in charge and responsible for the buyer themselves, they love Goldwater Bank doing construction to perm. So that's a great question. When the word gets out on who we are and how we do things in the construction world, especially down on 38, especially on your area with the jumbo market, they're going to fall in love with it.
That's great information, Drew. I tell you what valuable information that is. Don't forget, click on the link below. It'll take you to my website where there's more videos of me and info of the area. Thanks for tuning in. Have an awesome day. Tim Kingfish Norris, Century 21, Blue Marlin Pelican.